Good morning everyone and welcome to our 38th lesson of English. 38th lesson of English, and in this lesson we learn the easy expressions such as still, already and yet. في هذا الدرس نتعلم المعاني الفروق بطريقة استعمال still, already and yet. But let's first check the answers of the exercise I asked you to do by yourselves. شرحنا كل المطلوب المرة القادمة، ولذلك لننظر إلى الأجوبة فقط. هنا لدينا طل مقارنة، طل، hungry, hungrier, beautiful, beautiful كلمة طويلة، beautiful 3 مقاطع، ولذلك لا نستطيع أن نقول beautiful لا، وإنما more beautiful. And good, better. Number 5, expensive, expensive كلمة نفس الشيء، كلمة طويلة. expensive 3 مقاطع، ولذلك more expensive. more expensive الكلمة المضادة ل more expensive تكون less expensive. More expensive, less expensive. In this case here we have more expensive. And number 6. So which one do you think is better, or which one do you think looks better? So I think the black one, the red one or the black one. I think the red one looks better than the black one. Good becomes better. And now superlative. Istanbul is large in Turkey. So Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey. Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey. And this is a very delicious meal. It's the most delicious meal I've ever eaten. Delicious, the most delicious meal I've ever eaten. And popular, the most popular. Popular becomes the most popular. And old becomes the oldest. Old becomes the oldest. And heavy becomes the heaviest. The oldest, the heaviest. And number 5, pretty becomes the prettiest. The prettiest doll I have. So, and now let's start our new lesson. So it is actually a bit confusing to know when to use still and when to use yet or already. However, it's quite easy to differentiate between them. Differentiate تعني تمييز. Differentiate between them تعني التمييز بينهم. So it's actually a bit confusing. ربما يكون مربك بعض الشيء. مثلا number one, still. Still is used to say that something has been in progress. So still is used to say that something has been in progress and it is still going on. It is still going on. It has not stopped yet. So still is positioned in front of the verb. Still is positioned in front of the verb. تعني تأتي كلمة still في الجملة قبل الفعل. So, still is used to say that something has been in progress and is still going on. Still going on لا يزال مستمر. لا يزال لم ينتهي العمل به. لا يزال مستمر. Number 2, yet. Yet is used to inform that something has not been accomplished yet. And it usually comes at the end of the sentence. So yet is used to inform that something has not been accomplished yet. And it usually comes at the end of the sentence. So, for example, we are doing this lesson, our English lesson. The lesson started 5 minutes ago. It is still going on. It is still going on. لا يزال مستمر. It has not finished yet. It has not finished yet. لا يزال لم ينتهي بعد. Already, number 3, already. is used to say that something has been done and accomplished. Is used to say that something has been done and accomplished. We can say that already is the opposite of yet. So, have you finished yet? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Have you finished yet? Yes, I have already finished. So, we have yet ليس بعد ولكن already بالفعل انتهى الأمر. وهكذا تكون already ويت يكون عكس بعضهم البعض. So already is used to say that something has been done and accomplished. Accomplished يعني أنجز. We can say that already is the opposite of yet. Number one here. Number 1A, it's raining heavily. It's raining heavily. Heavily تعني بغزارة. heavy معنى تعني ثقيل ولكن it's raining heavily تعني السماء تمطر بغزارة. It started raining early morning and it's still going on. It started raining early morning and it's still going on. B, you mean it hasn't stopped yet? You mean it hasn't stopped yet? تقصد أنه الأمطار لم تتوقف بعد? That's true. That's true. That's true. هذا صحيح. That's true. It hasn't stopped yet. It hasn't stopped yet. It's still raining cats and dogs. It's still raining cats and dogs. Cats and dogs تعني قطط وكلاب ولكن السماء لا تمطر قطط وكلاب ولكن المعنى هنا أنها تمطر بغزارة. لا زالت تمطر بغزارة. Cats and dogs. It's still raining cats and dogs. جملة شعبوية. جملة شعبوية ولكنها مستعملة. مستعملة والطريقة هذه نستعمل الجمل بالطريقة هذه تسمى idioms بالإنجليزية. idioms سنتعلمها يوما ما. B. But what about the children? But what about the children? I'll take them to school. ولكن ماذا عن الأطفال؟ سأخذهم إلى المدرسة. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, but they have already gone. Oh, thanks, but they have already gone. شكرا ولكن ذهبوا بالفعل. ولكنهم ذهبوا بالفعل ليسوا موجودين هنا. هنا ذهبوا بالفعل خرجوا من المنزل وذهبوا. لا نعلم إذا وصلوا أم لم يصلوا بعد. I'll call their school to ask about them. I'll call their school to ask about them. سأتصل بالمدرسة لأستفسر عنهم وصلوا أم لم يصلوا. Good morning, miss. My children walk to school in this wet weather and I'd like to know if they have arrived. So, wet weather تعني wet تعني مبلل. wet weather تعني ممطر. طقس ممطر. My children walk to school in this wet weather and I'd like to know if they have arrived. I'd like to know if they arrived. أريد أن أعلم عما إذا كانوا قد وصلوا. Their names are Laura and Gilly. Their names are Laura and Gilly. Laura and Gilly, girls' names. اسم فتيات Laura and Gilly. ذهب أطفال المدرسة سيرا على أقدام في هذا الطقس الممطر وأود معرفة ما إذا كانوا قد وصلوا. أسماؤهن لورا وليلي. Yes, Mrs. Johnson, Laura and Lily have already arrived. Laura and Lily have already arrived. They are in their classroom. They are in their classroom. Yes, Mrs. Johnson, Laura and Lily have already arrived. وصلوا بالفعل. عفوا الأسماء هنا مختلفة بعض الشيء. جل وجلي وهذا خطأ. Laura and Lily. Laura and Lily. وصلنا بالفعل إنهن في حجر الدراسة. What are you doing, Peter? ماذا تفعل يا Peter? I'm still doing my homework, Mom. I'm still doing my homework, Mom. Mom هنا M هذه طريقة التهجئة الإنجليزية البريطانية. في الإنجليزية تكون M-O ولكن في الإنجليزية البريطانية تكون M-U-M. So I'm still doing my homework, Mom. What do you mean by still? What do you mean by still? ماذا تقصد بكلمة لا زلت? What do you mean by still? You mean you haven't finished it yet? تقصد أنك لم تنتهي بعد. You mean you haven't finished it yet? You've been doing it for ages. You've been doing it for ages. You must have already finished it by now. You must have already finished it by now. So you've been doing it for ages. For ages تعني لوقت طويل. لوقت طويل. لوقت طويل. فترة طويلة. مضى عليك فترة طويلة. مضى عليك فترة طويلة بتلك الواجبات. You've been doing it for ages. You must have already finished now. Must have لا تعني إلزامي في الجملة. لا تعني إلزامي أنك انتهيت الآن. لا، ولكن يجب أن تكون قد انتهيت. يجب أن تكون قد انتهيت من ذلك فعلا الآن، لأنه مضى عليه فترة طويلة يقوم بنفس الواجبات، وهكذا الوالدة تعتقد بأنه انتهى أو يجب أن يكون قد انتهى من فعل الواجبات المنزلية، من القيام بالواجبات المنزلية. You're right, Mom, but father called me for help. You're right, Mom, but father called me for help. أنت على حق يا أمي، ولكن الوالد طلب مني المساعدة. الوالد طلب مني المساعدة. وهكذا تركت الواجبات المنزلية وذهبت لمساعدته. هذا ما يعني. But father called me for help. He's still preparing the gate of the garden. Preparing تعني إصلاح. He's still preparing the gate of the garden. The gate تعني البوابة، كبوابة الحديقة مثلا. He's still preparing the gate of the garden. He hasn't finished yet either. He hasn't finished yet either. He hasn't finished yet either. هو أيضا لم ينتهي بعد. هو أيضا لم ينتهي بعد. هو أيضا لم ينتهي بعد. هذه سلبية. إذا كانت إيجابية هو أيضا انتهى. وهكذا تكون بالإنجليزية he has finished too. ولكن عندما تكون سلبية كلمة to هذه تصبح either. So he hasn't finished either. But he's about to finish repairing it. ولكنه على وشك الانتهاء من ذلك. Have you prepared breakfast yet? Have you prepared breakfast yet? I'm afraid I'm still preparing it. I'm afraid تعني للأسف أو يؤسفني أن أقول وهكذا. I'm afraid I'm still preparing it. It's not ready yet. So we have still, yet. I'll call you when it's already ready. We have got still, yet and ready in the same sentence. So I'm afraid I'm still preparing it. يوصف لنا أقول لا أزال في مرحلة الإعداد. It's not ready yet. لم يجهز بعد. I'll call you when it is already ready. سأناديك عندما يكون جاهز بالفعل. وهكذا لدينا 3 كلمات هنا في جملة واحدة، ولدينا 3 كلمات كمان هنا في هذه الجملة أيضا. It's so cold. It's so cold and I'm waiting for the bus. It's so cold and I'm waiting for the bus. It should have come already, but it hasn't come yet. It should have come already, but hasn't come yet. الحافلة يجب أن تكون قد وصلت ولكنها لم تأتي بعد. It should have come already, but it hasn't come yet, and I'm still waiting. ولا أزال أنتظر. I'm still waiting in this rainy weather without an umbrella. I'm still waiting in this rainy weather without an umbrella دون مظلة مطر. وهكذا نصل إلى نهاية هذا الدرس هنا، أمل أن يكون الشرح واضح وكافي، وإذا لم يكن كذلك أخبروني وسأفعل ما أستطيع. And I wish you much fun and luck studying and revising, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you next time. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.